Hello.
Hello.
Well, there is nothing quite like a pandemic to make people focus on what they want in their futures, especially financial aspects of that. And we've had lots of questions. We've already covered the problems of becoming made redundant in your 50s. But if you are actually lucky enough to make it that far, can you be forced to retire when you're 65?
No, it's a good question, and one we've been asked quite a lot actually. Short answer is no. Basically, the default retirement age was scrapped in April 2011, so you can't be forced to retire. A lot of employers kind of imply that you have to go then, but you don't actually have to go, which is probably just as well, because the state retirement age is now 66 and will be moving on in increments to 68 over the next few years. That doesn't mean to say you've kind of got a free pass, if you like, though, because there are certain jobs which have got physical or mental requirements that could still force you to retire early. There are also jobs where age limits are perhaps set by law, and the scrapping of the mandatory retirement age or the default retirement age doesn't apply to that. And the last point to make on that is also that you can still be made redundant or sacked for poor performance. So you know, again, it's not a free pass, but the short answer is no, you can't be forced to retire at 65.
Oh, that's good. So, do I actually need to tell my employer about my retirement plans?
No, you don't. But in an ideal world, you would do, because some employers do actually help with the preparation for retirement. But you know, I'm not just talking about having enough money. Obviously, that can be a factor, and they can provide advice in terms of financial planning. But the other thing is actually to be psychologically ready for it. You know, some people have worked 45, 50 years and very much identify themselves by the role they perform in their jobs. And if all of a sudden that's taken away, you know, that is a big shock to the system. So you have to plan, or at least be aware of that. And obviously it might affect your home life as well, suddenly being around all the time when perhaps your partner has already got their life sorted. So no, you don't have to tell your employer, but in an ideal world you would do.
So, do I still get the state pension if I continue to work?
Yes, once you've reached the state retirement age, you become eligible for your pension. It does throw up a couple of options though, because if you're working, receiving the state pension might actually push you into a higher tax bracket. So there is the option to defer the state pension. So for every 9 weeks you defer it, you get a 1% uplift in the state pension. And that equates to about a 5.8% gain per year, rise in the state pension per year. Alternatively, if you're deferring it for at least 12 months, you've got the option to take the benefit of deferring as a lump sum, and they'll pay you the lump sum of what you deferred plus 2% over the Bank of England base rate, which, you know, okay, is only 0.1% at the moment, but you still get an uplift. So there is still an advantage to deferring if it means you would pay more tax by taking it alongside your wages.
Okay, so that's the next question really. Do I still pay tax if I continue to work beyond state retirement age?
Yes, yeah, unfortunately you do pay tax, but the one thing you don't pay is national insurance. So that makes that could make quite a substantial difference at the margin there as well. You will probably have to provide some proof of age to your employer if you were doing that, but because they will be deducting the national insurance at source. But yes, you pay tax, but you don't pay national insurance. Okay, so that's us for another week. Please like, comment, subscribe below, because most of the videos we do these days come from your comments and your subscriptions and your engagements and what have you. But most of all, please take care out there.